You ready to see the goods? Because we got the goods. We got 370Z subframe collars going on Matthew's V1 Nismo. Yeah, so not too difficult. Most difficult part is you got to lower the subframe to get these things into place. But as long as you have, if you're like doing this on your in your garage on jack stands, you can use some jack stands just to support the subframe. You don't have to take it off completely, just lower it just enough to get the collars up top. Or if you're fortunate enough to have a lift, a couple of pole jacks will work. But first we got to take some exhaust and bracing off. So we'll start there and we'll get the exhaust off and then meet back with you guys because the exhaust is going to differ from car to car, so you don't need to see every detail of taking that off. So see you in a second.
Brilliant.
You okay there, bud? Okay. All right, we got our exhaust off. So now, next stop will be these cross braces and the W brace. Most of them are 12s. Actually, are all of them 12s? Yeah, it looks like it. And then from there, we can go into these subframe brackets. So yeah, bunch of 12 mils. Sweet. Ooh, dusty. There we go. All right, and now we got these kind of forward parts of these cross braces loose. So now we just have 2 more 12s at the back. I'll try to support it. There we go. Sweet. All right, so now from here, let's see, this is a Nismo. So I have this little brace here, but it's bolted to that brace, which is disconnected from the body. So this can stay, that can stay. So I think we're good on the rear. Now coming to the front, what we have to do is remove these brackets, one on either side. So we'll have to do these 2 14s off of each side. And then we can do the 18 mil nuts, 2 on the front side of the car, 2 on the back for the actual subframe. And Kyle, our shop manager here, gave me a little tip. Also, there's this kind of rubber flapper guard thing. You can unclip it from the body over here. Otherwise, when you go to lower the subframe to put the collars in, it's attached to the side skirt and everything. It'll kind of like bend it down, and you can get away with it, but it's easier just to unclip it and move on. More. Sweet. That'll be good. 18 mil there. And undo these guys. Oh, there it is. There's that little clip I was talking about, a little body clip right there. So let me go ahead and do those. And then we'll grab a couple of pole jacks, remove our 4 18 mil nuts, drop the subframe in, and we can start putting collars in. So I just pulled this little body clip out of there. And then now I think we can massage that out just like that. There we go. So it's not pretty, but it's out. And there we go. So now I can leave this is held on with a couple of 10 mils up here. You leave those connected, just take that one body clip out. That way you don't rip this guy lowering the subframe. Thank you, Kyle, for the pro tip. And this one's already ripped. So that's why it looks like that, because there's supposed to be a piece that goes to there, and there isn't. So don't have to worry about that one. Go grab some poles. Thanks. D the world. C1motorsports.com.
not every
All right, well, let me walk the.
spin this, and spin this, and raise that, and lower it.
Yeah, well, I wasn't thinking, so.
Just use a piece of wood here to balance the difference.
YouTube mechanic, real mechanics.
Need help taking these back?
Oh, thanks, bud. All right, so let's level this guy out. Throw these fingers out. Where's this one? There it is. And of course, if you guys don't have a trans jack, you can always use a floor jack if you're doing this on jack stands. Back there. Well, you get on feeling, get on playing, shoes I'm feeling, running out the ball. There we go. Cool. Looks good. Pressure stopped. All right, so now we are at the point, trans jack, not pole jacks, because that wouldn't have made sense. We'll do the 4 18 mils. They're not 18. I don't know why I'm saying 18. Because it's torqued to 81 foot-pounds and dyslexia. Was I right on the 19? I was. All right, so I'm gonna back each nut down a little bit at a time just to make sure that trans jack does have the subframe, everything's up and good, and then we'll lower it from the jack. A little too much. I wish I could slow down the speed and not the strength. That one's out, and come up to the front ones. Side over here. Alright, so that guy's loose. I should be able to take these out all the way, honestly. Oop. Cool, so for the 370, this is a very similar one if you're watching this for 350 or G35. The parts vary a little differently, but the overall process is the same, actually minus a few braces, so it's actually a little bit easier. We're gonna start as it does in the install guide. So we're gonna go with the front of the subframe uppers. There are no lowers, just these two uppers, which in our case is labeled E. And then we're gonna go to the rear of the subframe, do the rear uppers, which is C, and then the rear lowers, which is B. So let's go drop these in. I think these should just slot up and drop right in, and that'll be the fronts. So we're gonna take our E, see if I got enough space, and I don't. So I'm just gonna slightly lower the trans jack. There we go. And then slide E on in there, and then it should sit in place just like that. And then now we can go to the other side. Other side. So just gonna slide it around there and then just press right into place. Cool. And these aren't keyed. So it's not like you have to, if the stud is here and you gotta slide it around, there's no like special clocking. It is full 360. As long as you get it in and centered, it'll drop right in. So super easy on the fronts. Let me grab the rear uppers. All right, now unlike the front uppers, the rear uppers, you can see there it is keyed. So it's not just slide it in and it can drop anywhere. You will have to slide it in and rotate it until it'll fall in the spot. But just come on in, put it in. There's no way I got that on the first try. Holy crap, I did. All right, so, and I believe this should be, it can 180 like that as well. Yes, it can. There we go. So, you guys will figure it out, but there's a recess there and a recess there. Those go to left and right, and the protrusions on it go front to back. And this one's gonna be a little harder to see because, like I said, of evap emission stuff. So again, we're gonna do the slot pointed towards the center of the car. And then it was off just a little bit. There we go. You can just kind of move it a little left, a little right, just kind of clock it a little bit and then pull down on it and it'll go in place. All right, we got our lowers and some WD-40 Specialist Silicone Quick Drying.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored. I like how it just says Specialist Silicone Quick Drying. It doesn't say penetrant lubricant, it just says silicone quick drying. Guess it's understood. There we go. Little dab in there. And then you guys can see there's notches there and there, notches here and here, so they obviously go opposite. And it is tomato tomato. You can have the Z1 logo here or the Z1 logo there. Let's go this way. Sweet. That's one. Now we'll do the other side. And if it protrudes out just a little bit, like if you can't get it all 100% in there, don't worry. Once you bolt everything into place, it'll squeeze it tight. Other side. Boom. All right, let's use this trans jack, get it back up in its place, put our nuts on, and we'll put everything back together. Let's catch him. There we go. Sweet. So just a little bit, I'll run these nuts in and then just tighten kind of one corner at a time slowly. Then we'll torque it down to 81. All right, so we can slide this guy back up and in. And I don't know if that's enough. Does not look like it. Oh, it is on this side. See if I can. Yeah, enough. Sweet. Thanks, bud. Cool. Just gonna run these guys up just a little bit. Back to this side. Cool. Now we can go back and do the fronts. Which goes like that. Good enough. Get this side in. Get that started. Good. Those are not lined up. So what we're gonna have to do is take a few of these bolts and put them in all at the same time. Otherwise, these holes will never line up if I tighten that up all the way. So, get these guys started. Same thing over here. There we go. Now we can run our 19s in. Cool. We've got a 14. Just tap those guys, and we'll torque these 18s and be done, or 19s. Sweet. All right, 81 foot-pounds on the torque wrench. One. Two. One. Ugh. There we go. Two. Yeah. We're good. All right, all you have to do from here is put your bracing and your exhaust back on and you're done. So yeah, that's really how easy it is to do subframe collars on a 370Z. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment on what how-to video you want us to do next.